Hello my lovely Taurus, welcome to Taurus Tarot. How are you doing? Thank you so much for being here. This is going to be a general tarot love reading for Taurus in Sun, Moon, Rising or Venus. It is a general reading, so it won't resonate fully with every single person out there. As always, please do take what does resonate and leave what doesn't for somebody else. If you've come across this message today, there's probably something in the message for you, but just take what resonates. This is a timeless message, it's for whenever you come across it. What I'm describing in this reading could be something you've already experienced, you're experiencing right now, or is future influence for you as well, so just bear that in mind. And when I'm saying this is how you feel about someone, this is how they feel about you. If it's resonating for you the other way around, you can reverse the roles, that's absolutely fine. Okay, my lovely Taurus, I hope you're keeping really well. Although this is a timeless reading, I'm recording it in the middle of a punchy Mercury retrograde, let's just say, including eclipse seasons, so I hope you're surviving and getting the rest that you need during this draining time. So, I'm going to jump straight into a spread reading for you today. This is going to be a reading about you and a particular person. Although it is a love reading, just take it as a relationship reading. This can be also a purely platonic friend, a family member, a work colleague. Hopefully you should know with what comes out who it is. But yeah, if it resonates every single way except romance, just take that element out. And I would always say don't necessarily prejudge who this reading is going to be about. If just listen and it might surprise you who's coming through. So just bear that in mind as well. Okay, I think that's all of my ramblings. Bear with me if I'm stumbling over my words a little bit. Mercury retrograde is usually difficult for me to get my words out. I'll do my best. So let's get started for you, Taurus. So the top 6 cards for Taurus, please. All right, there we go. Wow. Oh my god. Okay, wow, Taurus, what on earth? Alright, at the bottom of this deck we have the 7 of Cups to start off with. You've got a lot of cups on this first layer as well. Just to let you know, I'm going to get 3 layers using 3 decks to clarify the spread, and then I'll go through it all. So, wow. You might be receiving a message, communication from someone, but you're confused about potentially their intentions or the long-term potential for the situation. This could be someone who, it's giving me like a once bitten, twice shy kind of energy. So a little bit hesitant to maybe take a risk on replying to them, to take a risk on getting into talking to this person. It could be a brand new person, but you're just like, is this the real deal? Can I trust this new connection if it is new? There could have been a situation where you're feeling a little bit vulnerable because of being pushed out of or abandoned by a connection with somebody else, where that's still sore and that's still heavy on your mind. So the idea of starting something new, maybe you will only consider it because you feel a very strong pull or a very strong bond towards someone who's getting in touch here. But there's there is a little bit of knowing about at the same time that this person is all about what suits them essentially, and it's their way or the highway. So that could mean that whilst they want to talk to you, that's great, but then they might want to disappear, and that's their prerogative kind of thing. And you kind of have a feeling that they are like that, in that they maybe are even emotionally distant and more about prestige, or getting admired. They're position in life is very important. Might be a little bit emotionally detached, and there might be part of you that knows this, but you're still very attracted to them. It could be someone who might carry a little bit of ego, but it might be in, you know, one of those kind of cocky, confident, kind of attractive ways. But there's a little bit of concern from you still about whether you should entertain this or not. Yeah. For some of you, I still think like you're also still thinking about the past with potentially somebody else. It's still you're still doing maybe some of you know that either you or I forget, I'm getting more you here, Taurus. That sorry, the Hermit is at the other end of the deck, so I nearly said Virgo. I'm getting the impression that there's still some. You might feel like you have some work to do on inner child wounding, or working through things from your past. You could even be going to therapy at the moment, and to do just that, to uncover things that maybe you've pushed down, or things that you've tried to ignore about your feelings, or you know, maybe there are feelings that are coming to the surface or have done recently, and they've kind of been a trigger for you to look into some healing in that regard. But let's carry on. Can I get the next layer for the spread, please, for Taurus? Oh, this deck wants to talk. Jeez. Okay. Someone could be they could like to keep what they do for their job, like very secret, not secretive, but like off limits, as in you can't have a conversation with them about what they do for their career. They're very private around that area of their life. The top 6 cards from this deck, please, for Taurus. All right. Oh my gosh. Okay, at the bottom of the second deck, Taurus, we have the 9 of Wands, 8 of Swords, 4 of Cups. So you may have a bit of a wall up at the moment. Or you feel in a precarious position and not quite completely secure, from a feeling of feeling like stuck by the idea of rejection, or this is somebody else, but I'm not sure. Let's see. Someone could be keeping a little bit of a wall up to you because they are quite sure that you won't be interested. It could be that it's actually going to take them longer than they're being honest about. It's going to take them longer than that to get there in some sort of their life together, their financial business in order. There's Leo energy here. Or it's just that... let's see. I see there being an offer of commitment that may have started from a place of attraction, sexual attraction, and kind of fiery passion and that kind of thing. It's trying to maybe turn that passion into something stable. But someone isn't being completely honest about everything that they're carrying with them, whether that's maybe baggage from other situations or other things that they have duty or responsibility to continue giving to in some way, giving their time and energy to. There might also be arguments arising or conflict arising from someone sharing out their effort, their time, their attention between other people. Let's see. I'm going to get the third layer, Taurus, and then we'll go through the spread. There's definitely a defensiveness, potentially. There is a little bit of a feeling of someone who isn't in a rush to make a choice as well. It's almost like, okay, it's a little bit of potentially a fear of missing out energy as well. Someone could be dragging their feet about making some sort of offer because, you know, what if they meet someone else after they've, you know, that... Oh. Or they end up feeling like the grass is greener after they've already, like, committed to one person. Well, this is like someone who wants to keep their options open, basically, but it's because of that. It's because... Which I find quite... God, you had a really insulting read last time, so I really hope it doesn't go down the same path. But this is kind of someone who... I mean, the thing is, if someone is acting like that, it's a slight... I can understand slightly, you know, you don't want to rush and be like, okay, you're it, and then when you're not sure and you don't know someone very well. But there's a difference between that and also... just entertaining someone as kind of a placeholder, non-exclusively, and just in case something better comes around the corner. It's kind of inadvertently saying that what they think that what they've got right now isn't worth just being like nothing better could come. You know what I mean? Anyway, let's hopefully it won't go down that route again. The top 6 cards for Taurus, please. All right. Okay. Wow. At the bottom of the third deck, Taurus, we have the 10 of Cups. It is already on the spread as well, in a prominent position, which I'll get to in a minute. I feel like I just saw it under here too. Anyway, let me see what's underneath it. 10 of Cups, King of Pentacles, 5 of Pentacles, 8 of Cups, 4 of Cups. Okay. This feels, I mean, the King of Pentacles can be you, Taurus. It's Earth energy, Capricorn, Virgo, Taurus. But it doesn't have to be. It can talk also about a counterpart energy to you. Because I have also got the Queen of Pentacles already on the spread. But the thing is, there's someone here who is potentially going through difficulty in their life. They're experiencing some they've maybe fallen on hard times. They might have had some sort of difficult transition. They might have lost a job, or been made redundant, or something like that, or lost a home. Something has gone wrong in terms of someone's security and stability, and there is an element here of now yearning for maybe the sense of security that comes from a loving family, a partner, the sense of a team that can come from, with this Ten of Cups energy, rather than being very much a lone wolf, and then when things go wrong, obviously having no support system. Now, it could have been a bit of a realization that someone is yearning for exactly that may be giving them some sort of enlightenment, that they might have been cheating themselves out of that potential life by the way they were choosing to behave. There's someone kind of getting clear with themselves about some sort of something they haven't been honest with themselves about, is what I'm getting. And there is, as a result here, someone is choosing to go through a difficult transformation. Difficult but needed. This is like someone giving themselves a hard look in the mirror and being like, what are you doing with your life? This needs to stop now. Change needs to start now. This can't go on, basically. Okay. Let's get into your spread, Taurus. So how you're feeling about this person that's coming through in the reading. We have the Ten of Cups, first card, very first card, lands on the table. The Ten of Cups, the Queen of Pentacles, and the Two of Pentacles. Now, bearing in mind, I've literally got the Ten of Cups and the King of Pentacles at the bottom of the third deck. And the Queen of Pentacles is also Earth energy, can represent yourself. So this is giving me the fact that you feel like it would make you extremely happy to come into balance, into harmony with this person. That if the two of you were on equal footing, that you were giving to the situation equally, that you were each other's equal, if I can't say that enough, then nothing could make you happier in this world. This is all you wish for, all you desire, potentially also to have a family with this person if you don't already. But I don't really get the sense that you do. But anyway, this Queen of Pentacles energy is telling me that you feel like you want to give your loving, nurturing energy. It's very like with the Ten of Cups, with the Queen of Pentacles, it's a homebody energy. And I know you guys, I know many Tauruses, you are at your best when you're at home with the creature comforts and, making people feel very comfortable at home as well. So you feel like you want to come into harmony with this person, and you feel like they have the potential to make you extremely happy. So let's get some more on this. Tell me more about how Taurus is feeling about this person. Ten of Wands in reverse. That's kind of giving me that there's some sort of relief that might have come or will be coming when it comes to this connection for you. Is it because they're getting in touch? Is it because they're making you some sort of offer? But it's like it's a relief, because I'm getting the sense it's been a long time of a kind of a struggle of waiting to maybe see change or to see progress, or to maybe for this person to actually get on board and it may have felt like this was one-sided in terms of effort. Maybe you already feel like the two of you are coming into balance. But there was an element here that you always knew that this is what would happen, and you just had to kind of, it was like a bit of an endurance test to get through a difficult chapter with this person. But that you were not going to give up. You kind of knew it was going to be worth it if you hung on in there. Let's see. Tell me more. Yeah, Wheel of Fortune. Wheel of Fortune has fallen out. And then at the bottom of the deck, I have the Ace of Pentacles and the Queen of Pentacles. So tell me about this Wheel of Fortune energy. That is, yeah. I mean, Ten of Wands in reverse to the Ten of Cups is basically, how if you're not already, you're going to be feeling about this situation, this connection. This is a full, it could not have come out more perfectly of a visual 180 of feeling like this is heavy, this is difficult, this is maybe proving like more than you can bear, and then there's sweet relief, happiness. For some of you, there might be a child that you are having with this person. So let's see why the Wheel of Fortune. Yeah, Three of Pentacles. This is someone getting on board. I think I already said that. Three of Pentacles, getting on board and wanting to work together with you rather than fighting you. The Lovers. Wow. So tell me about this Wheel of Fortune. Tell me about the change. Okay, someone may have been... This person may well have been stuck on the idea that they didn't want to settle down, they didn't want to partner up, they wanted to keep entertaining, seeing what else was out there, because as a result, kind of disregarding the feelings that there might be between the two of you, because that couldn't exist in the same world where they went out and explored their options. Because basically you had the Knight of Cups come out sideways with the Eight of Swords, and at the bottom of the deck we have the Three of Cups, the Queen of Wands, but then the Five of Cups and the Queen of Swords. This is almost like maybe this person did some exploring, did some seeing what else was out there. This is kind of like all that glitters isn't gold kind of energy of someone who, you know, maybe this was someone who liked going out, clubbing, whatever, just living a party lifestyle, and there's a superficiality going on here. It's kind of like a party girl, party boys that they thought that was attractive, but it's kind of like when the shine wears off, where the beer goggles come off, male or female, no comment about that kind of thing, but it's just not all it's cracked up to be. Like the shine has worn off of this kind of lifestyle, but this being someone's like focus meant that they were putting a stop mentally to romantic feelings that might have been developing. But I think this kind of has left them very cold and very disappointed. It's kind of like the shine wore off with as I think I already said, sorry, but with the Queen of Wands going almost straight to the Queen of Swords, it's like these people are, these superficial energies that someone may have been entertaining are your friends when you're buying them drinks or whatever, or you're getting them into clubs, or, you know, you're there for a good time, but they're not they don't have genuine care, let's just say. Anyway, let's move on. So I think that's basically what's changed, and you feel like now there is so much possibility, there's so much happiness because the two of you are actually getting on the same page. So how they're feeling about you, Taurus, we have the Nine of Cups, the Seven of Cups, and the Devil. So the thing is, the Ten of Cups, how you're feeling, shows a couple together. There is a child, but there doesn't have to, it could be a pet, it could be a fur child, whatever. It's just a couple together, and that is bringing so much happiness and joy. And then this person has the Nine of Cups, which is literally one person, and it's all about their happiness, their sense of contentment, and they are fulfilled, and that's all that matters. So this is literally a combination of someone who is kind of out for themselves, keeping their options open, being tempted by addictive, it doesn't have to literally be an addiction, but like addictive habits of, you know, maybe being very self-destructive or spontaneous, or just throwing caution to the wind, very chaotic, but kind of, and this can, I would say with this combination, I would say it could be some heavy drinking or substance abuse kind of thing, behaviors. Now, let me see how that relates to why is that come up for how they're feeling about you. Because I'm getting a very wholesome energy from you. So I don't think that's... They may feel like they have been acting very selfish, very... This is just like whatever feels good for me in the moment. That's all I care about. And, you know, life is my smorgasbord as well. Like, so many things for me to sample, whether they're bad for me or not, it doesn't matter. It's my life. I do what I want kind of thing. So how does this relate to how this person feels about Taurus? Oh, the Nine of Cups came out again immediately. But then the Queen of Swords came out as well. It may be that they're aware that you're not going to put up with that. With the Queen of Swords. Tell me more about how this person feels about Taurus. Wheel of Fortune. Oh, Seven of Cups has come out in reverse now with the Ten of Swords. Wow. At the bottom of the deck, we have the Ten of Swords, the Four of Cups, the Seven of Swords, the Hanged Man. This is really interesting. This is almost like, basically, they feel about you, Taurus, that they were living that lifestyle until they stumbled upon you, who still represents wish fulfillment. And it could have started from a, again, I'm getting like a passionate physical moment between the two of you. This is like, Nine of Cups is all of life's worldly pleasures, etc., exploring that together. You know what I'm talking about. Passion, happiness, lust, but, you know, it's very beautiful energy, this Nine of Cups, this one, not the other one. But it's like, with the Queen of Swords that came out, and also the Six of Swords came out, this is a very, like, it's stern, but it's also someone seeing, having insight into the path ahead. And it's almost like they feel like you represent their wish fulfillment, and they love spending time with you, they love being with you, but you have also kind of made them wake up with the Queen of Swords maybe being a bit straightforward, maybe being a bit blunt, or just having some boundaries, that it's almost like you have made them realize that how they were living, they're actually now seeing the snake in the cup of this lifestyle. And I was really drawn, when I was getting the extra cards out, to this snake. It's in this one. And then obviously there's, in this devil card, there's a snake wrapped around the devil. So it's almost, and the fact that the Seven of Cups came out reversed, this is like, it's almost like they feel they may have met you in the same way that they met plenty of people before that have, you know, that, and they've been part of their lifestyle. But the difference is that you've changed, you've literally flipped their world upside down with the Wheel of Fortune coming out, and then the same card that's already here come out upside down. And it's like, it's caused them to, well, as I said earlier, it's given them a realization of how they were living wasn't really honest to their true self. And so there's a whole lot of garbage here, both in terms of energies of like apathy, cynicism. I'm also getting deception. This is all like someone who was robbing themselves is what I'm getting, and you've put a stop to all of that, and you've made them see things from a different perspective. So, moving on, how do they view you, Taurus? We've got the Page of Wands, the Temperance card, and the Nine of Wands. So the fact, this is it. This is why I was like, there's no way this kind of toxic energy is about you, because they're viewing you as the Temperance, which can be, is also referred to as the Temperance Angel. So it's like the dichotomy to the devil. It's almost like, and the fact that this Nine of Wands, they are viewing you as someone who did not give up on them, in a way. I mean, you may not have enabled how they were behaving, but you didn't give up on knowing that they could improve themselves, they could get out of this funk that maybe they were living, they got used to. It's like they're viewing you as someone supportive, maybe through messages. Maybe if you couldn't be with them, you would still check in with them, show that you care, keep things light, make them laugh, something like that with the Page of Wands. They're viewing you as like, when a message comes through from you, or they hear from you, it like cheers them up. And it also, they're viewing you as someone very, very patient, having strength of character, and not giving up at the first hurdle. It's almost like someone who says, well, even if you don't believe in yourself, I believe in you, is basically how they're viewing you. It's, yeah. Okay. So, what is their current situation? Well, we've got the Tower, the Wheel of Fortune, again, I think that's the third time I've seen it so far, and the Two of Wands. So they are experiencing a major shake-up. And I think it's more of a wake-up call, to be honest. Because and this shift, this like them being thrown from a very unstable place that they were in, but it had become a comfort zone. Them being kind of like yeeted out of it it's like the time has been called on how they were living. It was overdue, I think, this tower to fall. It could be something that they're going through is very difficult. And I did see that there is someone here as well with that I was talking about that could have lost their job, or I mean that could have even been impacted by how they were living in terms of, you know, coming into work drunk, not being able to go to work because they're still on a come down from the night before. Who knows? But essentially, I feel like something has crumbled, or some sort of structure that was kind of keeping them going in that lifestyle. And it doesn't have to be as literal as that. It could just be that they have woken up to that they don't want this. It could have just been that they saw something, or were spoken to in such a way by, you know, whoever they were hanging out with, that it was just like a shocking wake-up call that they don't want to be a part of that anymore. It's causing, because this is their situation, it's causing massive change of where they see their life going, which path they want to go down. With this Two of Wands, this is kind of like being a major crossroads moment and deciding to go in a different direction. And I didn't say that, but especially the Tower is change. It's normally quite uncomfortable change, but it's change. And the Wheel of Fortune is also, this is massive, fated, not necessarily comfortable, could be a bit dramatic, but it's fated change that is for their highest good. So let's get a little bit more. Tell me a little bit more about what is going on in this person's situation. Why the Tower and the Wheel of Fortune? Interesting. Queen of Wands. Queen of Pentacles. Death is at the bottom of the deck with the Fool underneath it. Wow, I just split the deck and there's the Devil, Death and the Devil. Tell me about the Queen of Wands. King of Pentacles in reverse. Wow. I don't know if they're suffering some sort of the loss. Whoa. Sorry, I just split the deck again whilst I was about to shuffle, and it's the Empress in the Tower. Holy crap. Underneath the Tower is the Emperor. Wow. Damn. And underneath the star, the Empress, just in case you're wondering, is the star. The fact that we got the 3 cards out, Queen of Pentacles, Queen of Wands, and the King of Pentacles in reverse, and that was coming out to clarify the Queen of Wands. I wonder if, because I did see a King of Pentacles who's going through some loss of their stability, I have to wonder if either a Queen of Wands has caused them to lose a lot financially, stability. Well, it's not obviously it's not the Queen of Wands who's caused it. This person has caused it by the life they were living. But she's been a factor. Let's just say, I'm saying she because it's a queen, but it could be a male in real life. Tell me more about the Queen of Wands. I mean, with the Emperor and Empress, you could just be talking about the Empress right now, which I would say, with the fact that you're in this 10 of Cups, Queen of Pentacles, Temperance energy, Taurus, and Empress can be Taurus energy. I would say that the Empress, the Divine Feminine, represents hope and healing and possibilities for the future, possibilities for things getting better, whereas the Emperor is the Divine Masculine is the one going through a major Tower moment. Tell me more about this Queen of Wands, please. Nine of Swords. The World. Knight of Swords. What's the Nine of Swords about? Wheel of Fortune tried to fall out. Nine of Swords, what's the Nine of Swords about? King of Wands. Sorry, give me a sec. King of Wands. Now we've got King, Queen of Wands, King, Queen of Pentacles. Ace of Swords. The Moon at the bottom of the deck. I don't know if they're finding out. I don't know if they're finding out about someone that they were only with them for the ride, for a good time. Like someone who was just using them effectively. And now maybe they've suffered. This is like what I was saying about the Queen of Wands earlier in what they were up to, turning to a Queen of Swords. This is almost like they had a Queen of Wands in there that they were maybe spending time with, or connected to, and things maybe hit the fan with their stability, their finances. They're not in such a good, stable, moneyed position, and it's this person has gone from the Queen of Wands to a Queen of Swords, like ice cold, like, oh, I don't care. I don't want to know you anymore. You're not fun anymore. You know, if you're not going to pay, if that's the only reason I was spending time with you. And it's a little bit of a shocker to this person, because potentially you, Taurus, and the Ace of Swords also came out with the Empress. It's almost like Taurus would never have treated me like that. Like, Taurus would have still cared about me, even if, you know, I've suffered a bit of a loss in my finances. And I feel like they're finding out that, yeah. Anything else? Emperor in reverse. Wow. They're going to have to start from the ground up, I would say. We've got the Ace of Wands at the bottom of the deck when the Emperor came out. They have a lot of work to do on themselves. It's like their whole structure of their world has just been blown apart. And maybe it's like almost one thing has led to another. You know, when one of those situations where, you know, they had maybe a bust up with someone when they were out and they were drunk or whatever, and then they think that's bad enough, and then work finds out and they lose their job, and then they think that's bad enough, but they're like, oh, at least I've got my loving girlfriend, for example, or boyfriend, and then they're like, you don't have a job anymore, you're not going to pay for me, I don't want you, and they lose that person as well. It's like a domino effect, boom, 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 and it's putting them down a whole new course, basically, for their life. So, a bit rough though. The action this person's most likely going to take towards you next, most likely Taurus, we have the Death card, the Three of Cups, and the Page of Cups. So Scorpio energy with the Death card. We've also got Capricorn already, and Sagittarius, and Libra. Those are the major arcana. Yeah. So, with this action, I would say, again, this is an ending and a new beginning of their life. Like, this is death to the old and rebirth. And I would say, as a result, they're reaching out to you, maybe wanting to spend time with you. I would say with the Three of Cups, with that Page of Cups, maybe wanting to, you know, get back on a good footing, in a good place with you. Maybe like they want to spend some time with you. They maybe want to express their, I'm actually getting, I know the Page of Cups cannot normally talk about an apology, but I am actually getting that they might want to, well, maybe apologize in some way, but also to say thank you to you, which I haven't got before from a Page of Cups. But that's actually what I'm getting. It's a little bit, this person coming through with the Death card and the action they're going to take is telling me that it's going to be different to how you've known this person come towards you before, or how the dynamic has been before. I think they may have been in a little bit of arrogance as you've known them, and they might not have even thought to say thank you for your support, for you not giving up on them. But that's what I'm getting here. There's definitely a transformation of the people that they are influencing them, of their social circle, the people they're spending time with. There might be a bit of a clear out in terms of their action of cutting people off who are not really their friends or not really caring about them, and they're actually showing gratitude to the people who do actually care about them and have been there for them, even maybe when they haven't completely, no, not that they haven't deserved it, but they haven't been reciprocating equally, or just been very self-focused. This could have been someone who was just going through, got themselves into a routine of just living for themselves, being very self-destructive and being very selfish, almost acting as if either they didn't matter, or this was, telling themselves that they enjoyed living this chaotically. But I definitely see a shift for them in terms of who they actually give their effort to and give their time to. So anything else you can tell me about the action they're going to be taking towards Taurus in the near future? Three of Pentacles. The bottom of the deck is the Two of Pentacles. And if you think back to the position of how you feel about them, the Two of Pentacles was there, and I was talking about balance and harmony. And then what came out? The Three of Pentacles. And I was like, wow, they do want to get on board. They want to be a team. It was telling me why you were feeling such a turnaround, so much optimism and happiness about the situation, the connection, because they actually want to work with you again rather than against you. And then the first card out, the action they're going to take, Three of Pentacles. They want to make the effort, and they'll probably do their part. If they don't outwardly apologize, they feel regret for it being the relationship between the two of you so far, even if it's been a platonic one, being their way or the highway. Anything else about the action? Wow. The Ten of Cups and the Sun. Holy moly. And just before I start talking about the bottom of the deck, just bear in mind that the Ten of Cups, is, I said it was going to feature prominently, and it's obviously how you feel about them. And I said, why do you feel all this happiness? Because they're getting on board. And then the action, half an hour later, from a completely different deck, to clarify the action they're going to take, the same cards come out. That's beautiful. And the Sun, Ten of Cups is like a minor arcana, see, Mercury retrograde, minor arcana version of the Sun. This is good times. This is happy times in this connection between the two of you. You're going to be very happy, and well, this just couldn't be better. At the bottom of the deck is I'll show you, is the Two of Cups. It gets better. Underneath that is the Eight of Cups, and it's why walking away from what? The Queen of Wands. The Queen of Wands, who I already talked about, who has turned to a Queen of Swords in this person's life, and they've seen them for who they really are. Underneath the Queen of Wands is the Judgment. This has also been a catalyst for them to wake up in their life, make some changes, maybe return into your life in a different way than you've known them before, because underneath that, the Judgment card, Page of Cups. Like the Page of Cups in the action. Wow. Okay. So finally, what is going to be happening between the two of you going forward from when you come across this reading? I would say the next few weeks, the next month, as a guideline, Taurus, but really there's no time in tarot, so they could play out differently for each of you. But basically we've got the Five of Cups, Justice, and the King of Cups. So again, lots of cups coming through. This is really, I feel like this person's going through the emotional meat grinder because of this Tower. There's a lot of maybe emotions coming up from the depths which they weren't acknowledging or wanting to deal with before, but it's like it's like overflowing in this person now. Their feelings are a lot right now, I would say, for this person to process. And there's obviously, that can mean Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio elements as well in, I would say, their chart. Could be your chart as well. But this is someone who is feeling all the feels, as I just said, and as a result being hit with a lot of regret for, this is almost giving me when someone has been dealing with addiction or in whatever form, but let's just give the example of alcoholism, for example, and they start the healing process, and part of that process is to go to everyone who they may have hurt during their kind of that part of their life, and to kind of acknowledge it, to like try to make amends, to try to make things right. Now, it doesn't have to literally be that, but if it's not a substance that they've been addicted to, it's been a lifestyle. And I feel like this person is having a major wake-up call. And as a result, they don't like what they see in the mirror. I think I said this earlier. And they want to make things right. This is someone who I feel actually has a very good heart. Especially with the fact the King of Cups here. This is someone who cares a lot about people. It's almost like they may have thought that they weren't hurting anyone by how they were behaving, because it was just all about the fact they didn't care about themselves, is kind of what I'm getting. So why would anybody else be impacted? But it's like they are understanding that they may have hurt the people who love them, actually love them, not the superficial assholes they've actually been giving their time and attention to, who would easily stab them in the back, you know, if something better, shinier came along next. So this is giving me that this is, well, I kept saying balance about how you're feeling about them, and it is like they want to make things right between the two of you. So now, for some of you, this might not be a romantic relationship. This could be a friend or a family member or something like that, because I didn't pick up the fact that they felt... So I was about to say with this King of Cups, they do certainly care about you. I don't know if it goes more than like platonic love or familial love. It could just be as well that you feel very happy that the two of you can be like friends again, that you don't have to be enemies, you know, that they can understand. This could be a sister or a brother. But anyway, it could also be romantic, of course. So let me just get anything else. Tell me more about the outcome, please, for Taurus and this person coming through in this reading. Wow. Wow. So, well, the Seven of Cups and the Two of Cups have come out together. I think they might have lost a home, you know, or like because the deck split to show me the Ten of Swords with the Four of Pentacles. It doesn't have to be a home, but it is the structure of their life, because on top of that, the Four of Wands and the Death card came out together. This and the Four of Pentacles can talk about structure. Ten of Swords and Death both talk about endings. Something is over. It could be a way of living, but it's a significant ending of a chapter in a person's life. And it could be, the Four of Wands talks about structures, often like things that we celebrate in life. So things that make us very happy, whether it's the structure of a relationship or the structure of a family home or this kind of thing. Underneath the Four of Pentacles, we have the Seven of Pentacles as well. And underneath that is the Ace of Pentacles. So again, this person is going to have to build themselves back up from the ground up. Well, what's going to be happening between this person and Taurus? So Knight of Swords and Nine of Swords. Interesting. We've got the Ace of Wands and the Queen of Cups, the deck split to show that. And bearing in mind we have the King of Cups on the deck. So that is another divine counterpart, the King, Queen of Cups. It's talking about a new beginning and more water energy. It's talking about a new beginning presenting itself between the two of you, because this person has had the chance to see exactly where their life was going and where they want their life to go. And yeah. But this communication could catch you off guard. It could make you question, is this for real this time? You know, it's maybe something that you've wanted for a long time as well. So when it actually arrives, it could be a little bit daunting, or you might question it. Is this too good to be true, kind of thing? But the fact that Justice is here as well, that is telling me that this is fair. That being said, though, if this person has mistreated your kindness, Taurus, then it may be fair that it may just be one of those things that they don't get to have the opportunity with you. I just want to clarify a little bit more for you. What's going to be happening between Taurus and this person? Nine of Swords again. Okay, so there's the Nine of Swords with the Eight of Cups came out. The Knight of Wands and the Eight of Pentacles when the deck split. So basically, there's a concern of, has this person really left that lifestyle behind? Are they really prepared to put the work in now that they say they are? Why is the Ten of Swords here, please? Well, Five of Cups came out in reverse with the Page of Cups. That's what I'm saying. That Five of Cups is regret, is someone feeling sorrowful for how things have been, but they are making amends with the Justice card and this Page of Cups now. So what's the Ten of Swords? What's the Ten of Swords? Judgment. Well, isn't that perfect? the Hierophant is at the bottom of the deck, but this Hierophant card is represented by Dionysus. It's kind of, you could consider it as a reverse Hierophant in any other deck, because this is talking about like refusing tradition, like living to excess. Everything I've been talking about over drinking, over partying. Dionysus was the god of all of that, and like refuted any idea of traditional moral compass kind of thing. So yeah. Oh my gosh. And interestingly, underneath that card that I was talking about, we have the Magician. Living like this has manifested, guess what? 10 of Wands, a lot of burden, a lot of baggage from that, you know, picking up maybe karmic debt. And then what's that led to? The Tower. And what's that affected? The Four of Wands. And the card that came out when the Hierophant appeared at the bottom of the deck is Judgment. This is literally like change your life now from the universe. And they might be stressed about everything they have to let go of, maybe, or the process of letting it all go, but they are making amends and they are changing. So that's what I've got for you this time, Taurus. I really hope you enjoyed it. I hope you found it useful. Please do hit the like button for me. That would be amazing. Subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. Hit the notification bell so you know when I put new videos up. And if it did resonate in any way, leave me a comment and let me know. I wish you all my very best. I'll speak to you soon. Thanks, Taurus. Bye.